Hello and welcome to this year's Youth of the Year celebration. My name is Cindy Salgado and I am the 2021 Boys and Girls Clubs of Benton Franklin County's Youth of the Year. Youth of the Year is America's premier leadership and recognition program for club teens. Each year, thousands of club teens participate in local, state, and regional Youth of the Year events. National Youth of the Year winners have achieved success in a variety of industries, including entertainment, politics, business, and sports. For me, participating in the Youth of the Year program helped give me confidence in public speaking when I'm being interviewed and to be myself. I proudly attended the Prosser Clubhouse for 11 years before graduating from Prosser High School. Now I am attending Seattle University and pursuing a degree in criminal justice. I am honored to be emceeing tonight's event as I know firsthand how important and life-changing the Youth of the Year program is. Tonight's Youth of the Year celebration is an opportunity for us to honor and recognize some of our outstanding teens. Every day, youth and teens walk through the doors of our clubs to participate in programs led by caring staff members. So far, this school year, we've served nearly 300 teens across our 3 traditional clubhouses in Pasco, Kennewick, and Prosser. And across all 27 of our club sites, we're currently serving more than 700 youth each day. Your support means that children and teens in our community can participate in high-quality club programs in a safe place led by supportive adults. Thanks to you, we have a place to develop our skills, grow into great leaders, have fun, and belong. But what is our Youth of the Year program all about? Hear from some club alumni and staff to learn more.
If I had to describe Youth of the Year, I would think of it as a process that high school members get to go through and kind of really find out who they are.
This program is a chance for club kids to really share why they love clubs, but also learn more about the talents and skills that they have. It's a whole process. You get to talk with judges, you get to meet kids from other clubs, and kind of just learn more about yourself.
It's all about just digging deep and then finding out what the root of their story is, and then giving them the ability to just share that, and express themselves fully.
Through the essay process, I learned how grateful I am to actually be a part of the Boys and Girls Club. I think as a 5th grader, I didn't realize how fortunate I was to be a member, but as I grew older and realized what the Boys and Girls Club actually did for me, kind of reflecting back as a high schooler and realizing all the great things that they've allowed me to do, really puts into perspective and makes me want to advocate more for the Youth of the Year program, just because it is a platform where you're able to share it with many different people who might not know where the Boys and Girls Club is.
I've been working for clubs for over 4 years, and just getting to see YOY in the process each year, not only the Youth of the Year, but Junior YOY, and getting to go through that process has really given me appreciation for what these kids have gone through, because I've had similar stories, and being able to hear their stories kind of reminded me of some of the stuff I went through, and I was like, man, the things they're getting to do, I wish I would have had this when I was their age, because it would have helped me so much more.
This is an important program because it's an opportunity for us to highlight youth in our community. There are a lot of young people doing great work, and it's a chance for us to just come alongside them and uplift them and encourage them to continue on their path.
I think it's really important when you're going to the real world to be confident in who you are and just to realize who you are. And through the program, I think I've been able to gain those skills as well. Just realize who I am and realize that there are people kind of advocating for me and rooting me on, even if I don't feel like that. So it's just a great support system to have overall.
Not only do youth gain really meaningful skills and connections, you are taking a moment to empower someone and say, I see you, I see the work that you're doing, I want to highlight that. And when someone feels seen, they're not only going to remember who brought them there, but they're going to share it with the rest of their community.
I've been very fortunate to be part of this program and the Boys and Girls Club as a whole. And I don't know where I'd be, but I know that the Boys and Girls Club definitely has helped me just become a better person overall.
Tonight, we are proud to have 3 outstanding teens representing club sites from across our organization as our 2022 Youth of the Year finalists. Erin Price from our Prosser Club, Angelina Salinas from our Pasco Clubhouse, and Wendy Juarez from our Kennewick Clubhouse. All three finalists have been working extremely hard over the past few months, writing speeches and essays, working to articulate how the club has made a positive impact on their lives and how they plan to make a difference in our community. Last month, all of our Youth of the Year participants from our three traditional clubhouses met in Pasco for our annual Youth of the Year retreat. The retreat looked a little different this year, but it was still full of meaningful moments. Youth worked with staff to improve their essays and speeches. They worked on their interviewing skills, and of course, they had a lot of fun playing games that developed their teamwork, communication, and relationship building skills. But we can't do it alone. We are so grateful for the support we received from amazing supporters across our community. We'd like to give a very special thank you to our 2022 Youth of the Year program sponsor, Hanford Mission Integration Solutions. Thanks to you, teens across our entire organization had greater access to this life-changing leadership and youth development program. Your generous support helps ensure that we have all the staff and resources to make a difference in the life of each youth who participates, and helping them on their journey towards their great future. Because of the amazing support from HMIS, Erin, Wendy, and Angelina were able to go on a shopping trip to get new and formal clothes for tonight. Each youth received $500 to purchase new outfits, and staff from the club and employees from HMIS joined them for this memorable and meaningful experience.
So today we are shopping with some youth from the community that have been selected as Youth of the Year with the Boys and Girls Club, and HMIS made a donation so that their shopping experience today would be pleasant and they wouldn't have to worry about pricing. They could shop for clothing that would be professional and comfortable that they could use for when they do their presentation in February.
It's really cool. I don't normally shop with such a wide budget, and so like right now I get to be picky, and it feels so great to have the opportunity to kind of get a lot of stuff to kind of display myself in when I'm giving my speech and interviews and so on. And so I really appreciate it.
This is definitely your first time for me, and it feels really good because not only don't you have to worry so much about what you're going to spend, you can get what you want and feel good about it and feel comfortable in it. And I'm very thankful, I'm so grateful for that because not a lot of kids have these type of opportunities, so the fact that somebody stood up and decided to help us means a lot.
It's a good experience because you know that you can get whatever you want to look good, and knowing that there's people who do support you and then also would want you to look good.
I've always been a proponent of you look good, you feel good, and that means you perform good. So if we can give them a little bit of boost of confidence in doing that, I think it's going to help them as they go into their speeches and their interviews and all that kind of good stuff.
Thank you again, Hanford Mission Integration Solutions, for your investment in the clubs. Before we bring our first Youth of the Year finalists on stage, we want to take you back a couple of days to Monday night when our finalists presented their speeches and went through interviews for the final judging process. On Monday evening, our youth met at the Kennewick School District Administration Office to deliver their speeches and speak with judges about their club experience and how they plan to help others as a result of the skills and lessons they've learned from the club. The judging process can be kind of intense, but it's definitely helped give me confidence as I prepare for other interviews. A special thank you to our judges, Christopher Childers, Brandy Hickey, Lonnie Perrung, Deidre Riesenweber, Daniel Ceseda, Richa Sigdale, and Todd Sinneground. And now, without further ado, let's bring up our first finalist. From our Prosser Clubhouse, please welcome Erin Price.
Abuse, physical and verbal, strangers, illegal substances, all things no child should be around, let alone go through. Hi, my name is Erin Price, and I'm a freshman at Prosser High School. And from my early childhood until I was about 5, my brother and I lived with my mother and my stepdad, a man I will dislike for my entire life. We were constantly being attacked. Beatings went from day into night. Ice-cold baths followed by a vigorous whipping with an electric cord that had been cut away from a TV. Most of the time, we weren't even allowed to go to the bathroom. One morning, I had received a particularly rough spanking and had trouble staying seated in class. I was sent to the nurse, and as things began to unravel, I revealed what was going on at home, and CPS had got involved. My brother and I were placed in the care of my great-grandmother. Amazing, right? Well, yes, it was, but it wasn't. Sure, we had escaped the beatings, but the mental wound left behind hadn't quite healed. Time passed, and people moved on. I went through first grade, then second, and then about 3 months into my third grade year, the school suggested the Boys and Girls Club to my grandma. That's when, in my opinion, things really started to change. Not at first, but it was definitely a start. And to be honest, when I first started going to the club, I was quite a rude little boy. All my pent-up aggression had sort of boiled over into my everyday life. But it was handled quite well. With calm words and a kind voice, Kibby was there. Jeff was there. David was there. Everyone seemed to be on my side, all fighting for my success. I can confidently say that the blue door of the Boys and Girls Club will always be a sign of my home away from home. I love going there and couldn't think of a better place to spend years of my life. The staff and fellow members feel like family. And it's hard to think I went from aggressive and hurt inside and unable to trust people to having so many friends and such a positive outlook on life. The bonds and relationships I've built will last a lifetime. And though I did hate to see the staff come and go, it seems the people who took their place were just as good, if not better. And it feels like the club has sort of grown up alongside me, guiding me on the best possible path towards success. It is thanks to my 6-year-long journey with the Prosser Boys and Girls Club that I have the confidence to stand before you today sharing my story. Thank you.
Thank you, Erin. Next, we will hear from Angelina Salinas, our finalist from our Pasco Clubhouse. Welcome, Angelina.
There have been many moments where I've questioned my self-worth. I've asked myself, am I pretty enough? Am I smart enough? I've doubted myself more times than I can count. But standing here today, I can tell you, I am both of those and so much more. The Boys and Girls Club has helped me grow in confidence and encouraged me to share that with others. My name is Angelina Salinas. I want to take a moment to tell you how I ended up here in front of you all today. I first became a club member during the 4th grade. I showed up with the idea that club would just be a place for me to hang out and pass the time. Little did I know, this place called club would become a second home to me. I feel fortunate to not only have teens to connect with, but to have staff that encourage me. Since I walked through those doors on the first day, club has always been like home to me. Like any other home, no matter how long I was gone, I knew I could always come back and feel welcomed if I never even left. Any day I knew that I was going to club, I always looked forward to it. The activities at club made me feel special. Staff encouraged me to try new things, even when I didn't want to. I learned to become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable in order to grow as a person. There was a time that I stopped showing up to club. When I was gone, things began to change. Life didn't feel the same. I didn't feel the same. I could feel myself changing from the person I was into a person I didn't want to be. As soon as I started going to club again, I felt as if the me from before was back, just bigger and better. I like to make people smile and feel confident in themselves because I understand the feeling of not knowing my true worth, doubting how beautiful I am, and not believing others when they tell me I am worth it. I am beautiful. I learned even the smallest bit of self-confidence can be just enough to make you feel good. And from that tiny bit, you can gain even more. When you find yourself feeling unworthy or ugly, try to remember, everyone has felt this way. Trust me. You're not what your negative thoughts say you are. Club has taught me how to convince myself I am more than what I am, and I am so thankful for that. Later in the future, I plan to make people feel the way club makes me feel. I want to try and to inspire them and try to shift their perspective and set their own standards of beauty and belonging. Club has helped me with a range of things, whether it was with school, my social life, or even my home life. I am grateful for every staff member who has worked at the club while I've been a member, because they all changed me, even if they didn't know, in such a positive way. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelina. And our final Youth of the Year finalist is from our Kennewick Clubhouse. Please welcome Wendy Juarez.
Take a second and close your eyes. Imagine yourself in a neighborhood where drive-bys, robberies, murders, and drug dealings have become normalized. Open your eyes. That is the neighborhood where my club is located. If it does not seem real to you, walk down to where Kent Street and 7th Place intersect and look to the fence. You will find the picture of a young girl who unfortunately died to a gang-related drive-by shooting. Welcome to my neighborhood. Hi, my name is Wendy Juarez, and I am 16 years old. I have lived in this neighborhood my whole life, and I am here to share with you my story and why I will not become a product of my environment. I come from two amazing Mexican parents who came here to work towards a better life, and this is the best they can do for my 3 siblings and I, who are currently living in a 2-bedroom apartment. I paint this picture to everyone that I live a perfect life, when in reality, perfect is not possible. As you can already tell, my neighborhood is not the best nor the safest. When it came to sharing about our home lives at school, I'd be so embarrassed to tell everyone that I did not have a bed growing up and that I shared a bedroom with my siblings, so I avoided telling anyone how life was at home. Growing up, I tried to convince my parents to buy us beds. That way, I could at least say I had my own. I was in elementary school at the time, and I had no idea about their financial struggles. I would get upset if I could not get certain things I would ask for. Now that I am older and understand that they still tend to struggle financially at times, I am no longer embarrassed to tell anyone my living situation. Because it does not define me as an individual. We all struggle behind doors, but it does not define who we are. It brings me a lot of warmth that my parents are willing to volunteer and connect with our lovely staff. I can confidently say that, although they had their struggles, they have always been present in my life. Whenever I feel overwhelmed being at home, I come to club. The moment I push those clean glass doors, I know I can relax and have a good time. I also know that I have someone to talk to, whether it's my team coordinators or my friends. Sometimes I make myself believe I live in this bubble of fear and stress. Not necessarily because I'm scared, but because I have never truly seen success leave this neighborhood, which is why I feel this heavy weight on my shoulders to be the one to pave the way for others, especially my younger siblings. I have to remind myself that I am capable, that I will succeed, that I will continue to take every opportunity to grow my character. I am doing this to show everyone that if you can dream it, you can achieve it. My hope is that this neighborhood won't always be seen in such a negative light, and in my heart, I know that we will get there one day, especially with the Kennewick Clubhouse here. My club radiates community, which gives me hope. And I will carry that hope with me every day as I walk these streets and even after I leave. My name is Wendy Juarez, and my club is what motivates me. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. And thanks to our generous support from Hanford Mission Integration Solutions, each of our youth of the year finalists will receive a scholarship. At the club level, all of tonight's finalists will receive a $500 scholarship, and runner-ups a $250 scholarship. Tonight's organizational winner will also receive an additional $1,500. Thank you, HMIS, for your generous support. Now, can we give our Youth of the Year finalists one more round of applause and bring them up to our stage? From our Prosser Clubhouse, Erin Price. And from our Pasco Clubhouse, Angelina Salinas. And from our Kennewick Clubhouse, Wendy Juarez. No, you're all good. You're all good. No, you're all good. And now, it's time to announce the winner. Could I have the award, please? And our Boys and Girls Club of Benton Franklin County Youth of the Year winner is Wendy Juarez. Congratulations to Wendy Juarez, and good job to all of our finalists, and a big thank you to Hanford Mission Integration Solutions for their support. And thank you to everyone who came and supported our Youth of the Year and all the clubs. I hope you all have a good night and drive safe. Thank you.